Alright, so in this video, our first video, we are going to look at the easiest question, which you should definitely get without any consideration. Alright, so the question will either say simplify, of in Afrikaans vereenvoudig, which means get rid of your bracket. Okay, whatever bracket you have, you multiply them out so that you don't have any brackets in your final answer. So jy maak al jou hakies uit sodat jy geen hakies in die finale antwoord het. Alright, so let's look at an easy one. Okay, x bracket x plus 2y plus 3x bracket x squared plus 3y. Alright, so I need to multiply this out. So thankfully I only have one bracket. So I take what is in front of my bracket. So what is touching my bracket, it's going to be an x. So now I'm going to take this x and I'm going to multiply it with both terms inside the bracket. Meaning I'm basically going to ask myself, what is x times x and what is x times 2y? Alright, so x times x gives me x squared. Right, remember when you multiply, your exponents add. So it's 1 plus 1 giving me 2. Then I'm going to do the same. I take my x and I multiply it with a 2y. So x times 2y, well, it's still going to be a positive. There's a 2, a x, and a y. That's it. Alright, then we're done. Then we move on to our next one. Alright, so what's in front of my next bracket? It's going to be 3x. So now, same thing. I have to take this 3x and I have to multiply it into my bracket. Meaning, I'm going to ask myself, what is 3x times x squared? And I'm going to ask myself, what is 3x times 3y? Now, obviously, 3x times x squared is going to be 3. And then I have 1 plus 2, which gives me x to the power of 3. And then I do the same thing. So 3 times 3 gives me 9, x, y. Then you must ask yourself, do I have any like terms? Meaning, do I have anything that has the same x and y or x squared, like the letters as well as the exponents are exactly the same? Okay, so het enige gelyksoortige terme. So, yes, I have an xy here and I have an xy here. So then I take the number that is in front and I see what must I do there. So x squared doesn't have any friends. X squared is just x squared. Now I'm asking myself, what is 2 plus 9? That gives me 11, and then I just put my xy back again. Note that your exponents are not changing because you are not multiplying. You're only adding what is in front. And then plus 3x to the power of 3. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's say they give us x minus 2, x plus 7. Okay, now I have two brackets. Same thing. This x has to multiply with both terms in that second bracket. Meaning I have to ask myself, what is x times x? And what is x times 7? Right, so what is x times x? It's going to become x to the power of 2. And what is x times 7? It's going to give me 7x. Then I'm going to do exactly the same thing with a minus 2. So I'm going to say, what is minus 2 times x? And what is minus 2 times 7? Alright, so minus 2 times x becomes minus 2x. And minus 2 times 7 becomes minus 40. Right, last step, check if you have any like terms. Is there anything that's exactly the same? Well, here I have an x and here I have an x. So yes, those two are actually the same. So it's going to be x squared. What is 7 minus 2? It's going to give me 5. X, once again, see that I didn't change anything with my letter. It's still just an x, not an x squared. And then minus 40. Alright, so the first option they can ask it is they can give you something in front of a bracket that you have to multiply into a bracket. The second way in which they can ask it is giving you two brackets that you have to multiply out. Or the third one is, let's say I'm giving you a minus 2 bracket a squared plus 2a plus 4. Now suddenly there's 3 terms in my third bracket, but this idea still stays exactly the same. Alright, so I'm going to take my a and I have to multiply it with all 3 terms in that third bracket. Meaning I have to say, what is a times a squared? What is a times 2a? What is a times 4? Alright, so a times a squared, once again your exponents add. So 1 plus 2 gives me a to the power of 3. Then what is a times 2a? It's going to become 2. How many? 1 plus 1 gives me a squared. And then last one, a times 4 gives me 4a. Alright, now I multiplied out my a. Now I have to do the same thing with my negative 2. So I'm going to say minus 2 times a, minus 2 times 2a, and minus 2 times 4. So minus 2 times a squared, minus 2 times 2a, minus 2 times 4. Okay, so minus 2 times 2a squared will give me minus 2a squared. Minus 2 times minus 2 times 2a will become negative 4a. And then minus 2 times 4 becomes negative a. Once again, go and check, do you have any like terms? Well, yes I do. I have an a squared and I have an a squared. Alright, and then I also have a normal a and a normal a. So now I have to ask myself, alright, what is 2 minus 2? It gives me 0. So my entire 2a minus 2a squared cancels. Then I move on. What is 4 minus 4? Once again it is 0. So this entire bracket and this entire term cancels. And then I'm only left with negative a. So these are the 3 simplification ways in which I can ask the question.